Social media has completely changed the game and how we all connect with each other. But for college students today, it's more than just a tool. It's the world they've grown up in. It's where friendships get made, where they figure out who they are, and where life just happens in a way that previous generations never really experienced.
So that brings us to the big question, right? These platforms, they promise us this whole world of connection. But what's the real price we're paying for it? As we're about to see, this constant digital link brings some really complex challenges, especially when it comes to student mental health. So let's dive into that.
To really wrap our heads around this, we have to understand just how different the world is for students right now. For them, a life without social media, well, it's something they've never known. They are true digital natives, living in a world that is always, always on.
What's pretty incredible here is just how fast this all happened. Some of us might remember that awful screech of a dial-up modem, right? Then, boom, 2004. Facebook comes along and just changes everything about how we interact. And just 3 years after that, the smartphone arrives, putting the entire internet right in our pockets. This lightning-fast shift is what created the always-on world that feels completely normal to students today.
Now, it is really easy to focus on all the negative stuff, but let's not forget, these platforms were built on a promise of connection. And for a lot of students, they actually deliver some real benefits that can be genuinely good for their mental health.
Just think about it for a second. When students move away for college, social media can be a total lifeline to their family and friends back home, which can really help with that loneliness. It's also a huge resource for finding info on mental health, and online communities can become these safe spaces where you feel like people actually get you. Plus, it's a powerful outlet for creativity, which is, of course, a fantastic confidence booster.
But here's the flip side. This non-stop connectivity, it isn't all good news. It's also created this whole new set of hidden social pressures that can take a real toll on our well-being.
So let's take a closer look at some of these hidden pressures. You could call them the unintended consequences of living our lives so publicly online, where that promise of connection can sometimes, turn into conflict.
A perfect example of this is FOMO. You've probably heard of it, the fear of missing out. It's that sinking feeling you get in your stomach when you're scrolling and you see friends posting about some amazing party or event that you're not at. For students, this can create this intense anxiety, this feeling that they have to be everywhere and do everything, or they're just going to be left out.
And this leads us straight to the problem of comparison. Because online, what we're seeing is a filtered reality. It's everyone's best moments, their highlight reels, all perfectly edited. So when you compare that curated feed to your own everyday, unedited life, the good, the bad, and the boring, it's no wonder it can make you feel inadequate. This gap between the online ideal and the offline reality is a huge source of anxiety and low self-confidence. And the concerns, they definitely don't stop there. Students can face cyberbullying and online harassment, which can be devastating for self-esteem. The blue light from our screens and the endless notifications, they can seriously mess with our sleep, which just ramps up our stress levels. And of course, the addictive nature of these platforms can make time management a real struggle, and that can hit academic performance hard.
Okay, so with all of these pressures, what can we actually do about it? Well, the good news is we are not powerless here. It is absolutely possible to take back some control and build a healthier, more balanced relationship with our digital lives.
The path forward really starts with education, just understanding how these platforms are designed and how they affect us. From there, it's about actively building relationships and hobbies offline. Those real-world connections are a powerful defense against online pressure. Things like mindfulness can help manage the stress, and finally, just setting clear limits on screen time can make space for everything else that matters.
And that right there, that's really the key takeaway. This isn't about deleting all your apps and going offline forever. It's about learning the skills to navigate this digital world wisely and always putting your own mental health and well-being first.
So, let's end on a question for you to think about. It doesn't have to be some huge, life-altering change. Maybe it's just putting your phone away an hour before bed. Or maybe it's deciding to meet up with a friend for coffee instead of just liking their post online. What is one small, simple step you can take today?